Namaste yogis and welcome to this new class. Let's start on the top of our mat, standing up. Take your time to get rooted and place your feet in hip width apart. One deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release it out through the mouth. Start activating your belly, feeling yourself grounded by pulling in your abs towards the spine. And then lifting off your head, crown comes towards the sky. One more deep breath in. Exhale it out through the mouth. Great. From here, we take a deep breath in, lift your gaze to the sky. Then forward fold, hinge from the hips, bend your knees as much as you need to let your head rest down to the sky, to the floor. Release your shoulders fully as you allow your upper body to hang heavy. Now, if we can reach down to the mat, place your palms and come up and step onto them. So the palm is facing up to the sky and then we place the foot on top. If we need to bend our legs quite a lot here, that's fine. And then work with extending as far as we're comfortable. So if that means a full extension, keeping your legs straight, that's good. And if that means we still need to keep a lot of bend in the knees, that's good as well. We're targeting a bit of the backside of our body, creating some lengthening in the legs. And still making sure that we're allowing that neck to hang heavy. Releasing and decompressing the neck. And from here, slowly release both hands, place them down on the mat, then step your right leg back onto the mat and lower that knee. Release your foot and bring your arms up overhead with an inhale. Come to your low lunge. Exhale, extend your front leg as you reach your hands down to the mat. We come to half split. From this half split, we want to engage a bit of a movement into the side body. So what we want to do is just crawl both of our hands over to the left side. If you can keep it here with balance, maybe you want to explore a bit by moving in any direction that feels good. Maybe lowering our head towards the left side or moving. Just exploring, taking time here to feel your body as you move in any sort of direction. One more deep breath in here. Release it all out, and with your next inhale, move your hands to the front, plant that left foot onto the mat and come your low lunge again. Then tuck your back toes under, lift off that knee. We're going to find our Skandasana by switching both feet onto the right side of the mat and then lifting our right foot up to the sky. If we feel comfortable here, we can find a little prayer pose. If not, keep your hands on the ground. Take one deep breath. Then what we want to do is plant down that back foot and step all the way up to our warrior two. Extend your arms and gaze over the middle finger. Keep defying the gravity by lifting up and creating space in the spine. At the same time, can we notice our back leg? Are we equalizing the weight between both legs? Most times we tend to grab a bit more weight into the front side and the front leg. So can we press firmly in with the back side and the outer arch of our foot to equalize that pressure and use the back leg as well? One more deep breath. Then lengthen through that right leg, switch the toes inwards and plant your hands by the hips. From here, extend and fold over into wide-legged fold. If you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands down onto the mat. maybe we can use our hands to further press ourselves down to extend our upper body. Last breath. Then come all the way up. Hands to the hips again. Switch your toes to the front side and take a big step to come to the top of the mat. Inhale, gaze up. And exhale, forward fold over the legs. Take a moment to hang out here in your forward fold. As we prepare ourselves to step that left foot back, take a deep breath in. And then step that leg back and lower the left knee. Arms overhead, low lunge. Keep drawing the shoulders away from the ear to create that lengthening through the upper body. Tuck the navel in and engage the core to lift our body. Exhale, bring hands down onto the mat as you extend that right leg, pointed toes up to the sky, half split. Keep hanging out here and then slowly walk your hands to that right side. As last time, if you feel free and if you feel comfortable, try to explore a bit in any direction that feels good. Maybe we want to explore that side body area, any sensation there, or we want to give a bit of a further twist into this. Whatever works for your body today, take it in your own time and make sure we're not pressing the body further than our boundaries. We're listening to it in a kind and loving way. One more deep breath. And then we move our hands to the front with an inhale, plant that right foot back down, and we're in our low lunge. Tuck the back toes under, lift off that knee, and point both feet to the left. From here, swing the left foot up to the sky, and we're finding our Skandasana. Feel free to use your hands as support or find a prayer pose. One more deep breath in here. And exhale that out in your own time. Then allow yourselves to push all the way in to that back leg as we reach ourselves up to our warrior two. Keep engaging that back leg, pressing the outer arch of that foot into the mat to firmly hold on and grip the mat. Can we check in with our upper body? Are we correctly aligned above our hips here? Keeping our upper body strong and active. One more deep breath. Then lengthen through the left leg. Switch the left toes to the side of the mat. And we're going to dive down into our wide-legged forward fold. Hang out here by holding on to your hips. Or if you want to go a bit deeper into this, use your hands and grip onto the mat, pressing your upper body further. If we're taking this option, make sure that we're listening and lengthening the lower part of our back, so we're not hunching and crawling over to reach for the floor, but rather using that extension of the spine to go deeper. One more deep breath in. Exhale that out. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Point both toes to the top of the mat and then take a big step to the top. Take a deep breath in. Roll your shoulders back, release. Then from here, switch your feet to hip width apart if they're not there yet. Then lower yourself down into chair pose as you swing arms overhead. Keep your gaze to the front or on the tip of your nose. One last breath. Then exhale, forward fold, hinge over your hips with head facing the floor. Inhale, halfway lengthen, gaze to the top, and plant your hands down, step to your high plank. Now in your high plank, protract the shoulders, really pulling the shoulder blades up to the sky. One more deep breath. Hold it. One more. And one more. We can do it. So we usually keep this fight within our body and within our mind that we're not capable, but we can push further than we know. And this is a great practice to explore that sort of boundary or the edge of what's comfortable and what's not, and how we can continue with it. One more deep breath, and then we actually will release. Release the knees down onto the mat. Then we're placing the shin and our chest onto the mat. Scoop yourself forward, find mini cobra. Then exhale, release your head down onto the mat. Bring your hands out to the side of the mat and cup the hands so only the fingertips are on it. With your next inhale, we lift our whole upper body up, lengthen through the arms and lift your gaze to the sky. Exhale, hold your gaze up as you lower the upper body. Head follows last as we move with the hold forehead onto the ground. Two more like that. Inhale, lift all the way up. Shin will reach to the sky. Exhale, release it all down. Last one. And release it. Then from here, plant your hands by the side of your rib cage. Tuck your toes under and push yourself up to downward facing dog. Lengthen here through the legs. Maybe you want to walk the dog out, or maybe you want to find stillness. Just making sure that we're taking care of the backside of the body and using the strength that we keep in our upper body to be able to release some tension from our hamstrings and lower body. One last breath here. Then step your legs to the middle of the mat. And we are just going to sink down into our hips and find our butt onto the mat. Extend the legs in front of you and take a moment in staff pose. Reach arms and shoulders away from the ears, lowering your hands to the mat. Toes keep pointing up to the sky, and you could lock your shin by moving it in towards the chest. Keep holding it here for one deep breath. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And slowly lower down onto your forearms as you're about to lay down. Just watch the placement of the elbow, then place your hand in approximately the same spot where our elbow landed. From here, we're coming for a reverse plank. So what we want to do is point the toes away from us, so to the top of the mat, and then we lift our whole body up. Keep using the tension in our core and in our glutes. Tuck them all together and then lift your gaze to look to the sky. One more deep breath. And exhale that out as you lower your body down, slowly, slowly coming all the way down. Come up to staff pose. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, slowly move forward into a seated forward fold. Keep extending that spine, drawing the shoulder blades together as you broaden the shoulders away from you. Lift your gaze because our body will follow our gaze here. So if we keep the gaze up high, we usually tend to lengthen the spine in that same direction. Last breath here. Slowly release, come all the way up. Find any comfortable position. Take a second here for yourself, perhaps closing down your eyes. Start rolling your shoulders, perhaps in a circle away from you, down, up, away. A few more times. And then, whenever you're ready, finding stillness in this seated asana, wherever you are, in whatever time, taking this moment for yourself, just feeling into your body. Maybe this is the first time of the day when you feel any microtension, any pain, any discomfort in your body. And by awakening our consciousness, awakening our attention to this, we can generate some more love and affection to that area of need. And as a wise little saying or a quote, we can't change what we don't know. So the first step is always to become aware. And when we become aware, we can change. Take one deep, loving breath, sending in positive vibes and good energy into your lungs and expanding that from your lungs through the whole body. As you exhale, fully surrender and release. Bring your hands into prayer pose in front of your heart. Bow your forehead down towards your hands and give thanks to yourself for attending to this class. And also, I want to give a massive thank you to you for trusting me and guiding you through this practice. Thank you so much for attending, and I hope to see you next week. If you do like this video, please, it would help me loads and loads to just hit that subscribe button and also like the video with a little thumbs up. And hopefully that can get me to make more videos for you guys. So with that said, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.